This final video will show you how to access any feedback that has been given by your child's class teacher on the assignments that have been submitted. So we're going to click straight into the Google Classroom and I'm going to go straight to my classwork. A couple of ways to access feedback. As we've spoke about previously, these little icon headings here show assignments that need to be done. If they're blue or green or purple, depending on your child's class, that means they're still outstanding and need to be submitted. The ones that have turned to a shade of grey show me that I've turned those assignments in. Now, if I scroll down, I can have a little look here to see that on Thursday, the work on Christian Aid, my RE, that I know that I turned in and submitted, is now turned blue. So it's gone back to blue, which means this assignment is actually being returned to me by my teacher with edits and improvements to be made. If I click onto the assignment and we can go in and view assignment, I can see now that there's been a comment made from my teacher thanking me for handing it in and asking me to have a look if I can extend my answers. They're actually asking me to have a go at editing and improving the work that I have done. The Google document is still attached in this top right corner. So if I click to open my document, this will bring up the work that I completed previously and show me what I did. But it will also have little edits or comments possibly from the teacher if it's felt necessary. So on this particular piece, they've highlighted a part of my work and actually added a comment over here, which is saying, what exactly do they do to help people? So I've made a comment there that Christian Aid help people from all over the world, and I'm being asked to extend my work and improve. So I can add into my document just like we did the first time. Don't need to worry about saving it because it will save automatically. And then if I feel I've improved it and added a bit more extra information, just like we did before, we can click on this turned in button here and it will be resubmitted to the teacher. So that's if there's maybe some edits and improvements needed to be made. However, if we go back into our classwork, we've also looked at before this little button at the top that says view your work. I'm going to click again onto that. This shows me all the work that I've been assigned, and as we looked at before, it then tells me down the right hand side whether it's been assigned, turned in, or graded and returned to me. And if I use this little filter over here, I can click on assigned and that filters that information down now to the assignments that are still needed to be submitted. If I click on returned, this shows me information about the assignments I've submitted to my teacher and they have then returned to me. And the little icons here will show me that there's actually been a comment made. If I click on my decimal work, I can see that I've had a comment made from the teacher and they've asked me just to check through their number 5. I don't need to resubmit. It's been graded and they're happy with my work, but they've just said, if you get a chance, have a look at number 5. And then if I click on my space race work, again, comment here to say I've included the key events of the space race, I've ordered them correctly, great work. So it's been fed back from my teacher, graded and completed. And finally, there's my English story. Let's see what my teacher had to say about that. Wonderful story plan. I can't wait to read the full story. Oh, and they've put a little note here to just remind me about use of my capital letters. So tomorrow, when I'm due to write my full story, I need to make sure that my names, my countries, my places have got capital letters. So just some feedback there from my teacher, but nothing for me to actually do, just to have a little look at and then use in my work going forward. So by clicking on this returned, we can have a look at the work that's been returned to us and read any feedback that has been given. Any queries or questions you have about Google Classroom, please contact your class teacher in the first instance, and obviously we will help in any way that we can.